Hi guys, welcome back to another book review. Today we're going to talk about Metal Slinger. So this one I did receive as an ARC. So I have a lot of thoughts on this one. I actually took a while to get to this one. I just ended up with a lot on my plate, and it just, you know, things happen, life happens, and I did not get to this one. It kind of got pushed a little bit to the back burner, and I was like, when I finally got to it, I'm like, why did I not push harder to get to this one? Because it was actually really good. Like, I was surprised. And that's usually the way life goes. If I do not push and get a book out, and I'm like, oh, it'll be okay, it's okay, it's okay, and I let it kind of get like pushed back a little bit, this is what happens. This is what happens every single time. It turns out to be a really good book. And then I'm really bummed because I'm like, why did I not get to read this sooner? And then I'm bummed. And that's just what happened this one. This was really different. Like, I'm going to be honest with you, this one, it like blew me away. So when I first started, I went into it really blind. We know that's my favorite thing to do, is I go into books blind. So I go into this book and I'm kind of like not really sure what to expect. And I'm just listening to it. And I'm sorry if you hear my dog in the background chewing on his bone. If it's weird and distracting, I am so sorry. But it is what it is. Yeah, I'm sorry. He's a Malinois. We've discussed this. And he's a young Malinois puppy, and he's just chomping away on his bone. But better that than my house or my books. So I will take it anyways. So back to what we were talking about, the book. So this one, like I said, I went in here and I read it, and I'm just kind of like not sure what to expect. And it starts out kind of like, okay, you know, it's kind of like different. Like, they're on a boat and they can't be on land. And you're like, well, this is different. This is cool. And then stuff starts happening and you're like, wait, who's this guy? Well, who's this guy? Well, why can he do this? Well, why can he who is this? Well, and then it just starts throwing things at you that like you don't expect. And you're like, well, who's this? And why is this? And who's she? And why is she doing this? And then, you know, books that just keep throwing things at you. And like I said, and I went into it blind. And that's why I go into books sometimes blind too, because I like when things get thrown at me. Because then I get so into the book, because I'm like, wait, hold on now. And I get so into it and I get so excited. And that's kind of what happened in this one. Like I said, it threw things at me left and right. And I was just like, this is crazy. But I'm going to tell you, the ending does end on a little bit of a cliffhanger. I say a little bit. It ends on a huge cliffhanger. You are going to be so frustrated. When the ending came, I was like, it blew me for a loop. Like, the ending is completely not expected. And I was like, when the ending came, I was mad. Like, I was like, you've got to be flipping kidding me. There is no way. No way. And I'm like, you did not just do this. Oh, I was so mad. And then, like, I seriously... like, I was going to throw my tablet, like my iPad, and I'm like, and if anybody knows and you've been following me for a while, I replaced my tablet back like around Christmas time last year. So me throwing it would be not a good thing. So I didn't. I gently held it out and kind of gave it a little bit of a rough drop onto my bed. Like, you know, just a little onto my bed, because I was so frustrated with it and I was so mad. But anyway, so we're going to do a quick overview on this one. It's going to be, it follows a woman, and she's going to you kind of expect her life. She has what she thinks of her life. She's kind of an orphan, and she's on this boat as a group of people, kind of like I guess it would say kind of like, we would say a kingdom, or I don't know how to put it, like just a group of people, like a kingdom, or just whatever, a people. And they're there, they can't get onto land, and so they're kind of exiled onto this boat. And they go onto land to a market, and it's kind of special that they do this, and they don't get to do it very often. And when she's on land, she gets accused of something, and he was going to chop off her hands. And I hate saying that, but it happens like in the first chapter, so I'm really not giving anything away. And things happen from there, and I'm not going to give any more away. And I even hated giving that away. But like I said, it happens in the first chapter. And what happens from there is just is the beginning event of stuff spiraling out of control. And you would think, oh, that's not going to, oh my God. That is like the beginning event to the end event. Like, that just changes everything. And from there, her whole life has been not what she expected. And she's going to get to find out who she is. It's kind of a self-discovery kind of journey as well. And it's just crazy. Like I said, there is so magic and self-discovery, and it has that witchy vibe. Sorry, I had to pause the video real quick. Something happened. But anyways, it definitely has that witchy vibe going on with it. And it's just with the magic powers, and like I said, there's just so much going on. So anyways, this video is getting really long, and I hate for it to be this long, because I know people are gonna be like, just get to the point. Anyways, I really like this one. It's definitely got witches, it's got like the fantasy romance, there's like just crazy stuff, there's gonna be some betrayal, there's gonna be some things that you just did not expect. some spice stuff going on. It's crazy. That's just the best way to say it. There's a lot of things in here that happen. This is just one of those books that constantly has things thrown at you that you do not expect, and constantly has those twists and those turns on the stories. So if that sounds like something you're into, then I would definitely check this one out, because I loved this one and I think you might too.